That's a thump right there. He's going out into the deep. The flounder have been hitting it left and right. I'm just waiting for him to reposition it in his mouth. If it was a redfish, he would have taken off like quick. Come on, buddy, reposition that lure. I know if I set the hook, he's probably not got it. But I can't take a chance on him swallowing my lure, so here we go. Nope. Dang it, man. Oh my gosh, I got one more hook, y'all. Oh, flounder, another one just going airborne on the minnows. All the bait fish that are getting flushed by with the strong tidal movement. There's the thump. Boy, he's got it, and he's swimming pretty quick. We need a smaller lure. But he went out there quick too. I just jerked it right out of his mouth. I didn't want to wait for him to reposition, but I'm gonna have to. Those guys are all up and down this bank. Is that one? Oh, yep, that's him, that's him. Oh, he's got it. He's putting it in his mouth. I feel him like thump, 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 thump. That means he's repositioning it in his mouth. There he goes. He's swimming down into the bayou. There's another reposition. Just letting him get it all the way in his mouth, y'all. There he goes. He's still biting it. He's munching it. There he goes. Another little thump. All right, I think he's got it. Yeah. Oh, man. There was a little bit of tension, but I still jerked it out of his mouth. Dang. Oh, that's a real bummer. Oh. I'm just going to have to be super dang patient. I mean, look how long this, what they're doing is they're hitting this over here. I mean, look at that. There's a break in my tail. Because when I pulled it out of his mouth, he still only had the tail end. Ah, man. It's my fault for not bringing out small little lures. Normally, I love using the flats bug or the hot head. And they're so small that when they thump it, the whole lure's in their mouth. So you can just set the hook immediately. I cannot do that with a 4-inch paddle tail. I'm just gonna have to be ultra patient. Look at this, we got a clickbait shrimp. It's going to be very tough because I'm using a 1/16 ounce lure, but on a bait caster, the good thing is that we have an ultralight. That's the clickbait shrimp right there. There we go, we got him. Look at that. Nice speckled trout. Oh my gosh, sometimes the lure is all you need. You need something that's a little bit small for these dink trout. It's a great start. Here we go. Clickbait shrimp. Nice little dink trout right there. And we're on the board. Hopefully we are able to catch a keeper and not go home skunked, because the past 3 trips now we have just been skunked with 0 keepers. It's not that we're not catching any fish, just haven't been lucky enough to get a keeper. There's a thump. There we go. Oh, nice. That's a nice keeper trout. Look at this. Gorgeous trout right there. Holy cow. Switched back to the paddle tail because my bottom bouncing lures just wasn't getting the bite. They weren't getting the bite, so we go back to the paddle tail and this guy thumped it hard. Look at that. Holy cow, it feels so good to finally catch a keeper after so many days. Definitely got to get a photo of this fella. Right there. Look at that. Gorgeous fish. All right, buddy, we'll see you later. A little bit of what we were doing just to be able to get that bite was the drop comes off of the grass line probably around 5 to 10 feet, somewhere around there, and then it just drops towards the bottom of the bayou, and that's what I've been fishing. I had to get away from the grass line itself, casting right up on it, which is where the flounder bite was coming from. And I just went for a big old drought, maybe an hour plus of no bites at all whatsoever. So let's see if we can repeat the success by doing the same thing. Right there, literally. I've been casting repeatedly knowing that they're here. They just, I don't think they're liking what I'm throwing. I think they want a minnow imitation. Gosh, it's so disheartening seeing that, knowing that he's there. Only way to find out is to test the theory. Here we go. Minnow imitation coming up. Let's find out. There's the thump. They wanted a minnow imitation. I think he let it go. No, he's got it still. He's swimming from the grass to over here. I just got to make sure he's got it in his mouth. It's taken an awful long time to resituate that lure. This is what I was plagued with the last time that I was here. Just waiting for him to resituate it and make sure he's got the entire lure, especially the hook, not just the tail, but the entire lure, the body of it. That plastic, he has to have it in his mouth. Otherwise, I set the hook and then he rips the tail. He's got it. He's just not doing anything with it. And the chance you take with such a big lure like this is that they do have it already swallowed and you gut hook them. I'm just going to set the hook. I don't want to take that chance. There we go. We got him. Look at that. That's a good hook set too. There we go. Come on, buddy. There we are. Nice sunrise flounder. Keeper. We're not taking anything home though. Everybody gets out of jail free today. That was a good hook set. Thank goodness we didn't wait any longer because this fella would have swallowed it. Here we go. Gosh, casting repeatedly. We'll see you later, buddy. This grass line is just absolutely loaded with these fellas. They wouldn't bite any other lure selection aside of what looks like a darn minnow swimming by. Here's the lure that we're using. Here we are. The main reason why they're like possibly dialed in on just bait fish is because there's so much of it swimming along this grass line right now, and they probably don't want any other lure that looks different than what they're keyed in on. Could be the reason why we couldn't get hit on the other lures that I was casting, despite the size of them being perfect for flounder. Yeah, you're not going to be able to catch anything if they don't want that. I do have an idea of what I could do to one of the lures that I've chosen to use. Oh, there we go. He got it. I knew he was going to be ready to eat there in a quick second. He's just continuously swimming out. Dude's still swimming. He went to the bayou, then came back towards the grass. He's just swimming with it. Just gotta wait for him to be sure about my lure and get it all the way inside his mouth. Hopefully we'll feel him reposition. If not, then he's possibly got it all the way in his mouth. But the fact that he just keeps swimming around is crazy. I'm gonna have no choice but to set the hook here in a second. I don't feel him repositioning whatsoever. Rod is definitely sensitive enough to feel that. I don't want to set the hook because the dude is just moving like crazy. Oh well, here we go. Got him. Not even a flounder. My gosh, I saw one. He's probably choked this right here. Speckled trout. Settle down, buddy. Thank goodness. That explains why he was moving so much. There we go. See you later, dude. Get bigger. Oh boy, did not expect that. There's a thump. There we are. That's a flounder, and he's pretty heavy on the wind-blown grass line, y'all. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh wow, that is a big, huge flounder. Oh my gosh. Oh, I missed him. Oh my gosh, that is massive. He's gonna go close to 20. Oh no, he's on. Oh my gosh, Mark, what are you doing, buddy? Oh my, get over here, dude. Just get over here already. Oh, look at that. Wow. Holy moly. And I don't have my measure board. This is a massive flounder. Oh, we got so lucky with this one right here. There we go. The flats bug gets it done. Oh, wow. Christian, do you have your measure board? Yeah. Can I use it? This thing is massive. Look at that. Flats bug right there. Let's let him breathe. 20 and a half. Holy cow. There we go. Quickly go over the setup that we're using right after we release this guy. Well, he's ornery for sure. All right, we'll let you go, buddy. See you later. Oh man, what a lucky catch right there. So here we go. It's what we tied on earlier. That's the flats bug. Y'all saw me put on the paddle tail right there to give the minnow imitation. And the actual setup is an Old 18 Outfitters ultralight power casting rod, 7 foot long. It's the Kinetic series, soon to come out. A lot to like about this rod. It's bare bones, very basic guides that get the job done. Really great sensitivity on the rod itself. A hook keeper, show through blank so that you can have the ultimate in sensitivity, so your hand comes in constant contact with the rod blank. And split grip, EVA foam, a foam / cork butt. We're using a 150 sized bait caster, and we've got 10-pound braid with a 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. Woo, 1/8 ounce flats bug in black and gold. Got it done. 20-inch flounder. It's been a while since I caught something like that. So what I got to do right now is drop a waypoint at my location. This is going to turn into a fishing report later on Patreon. So if you're interested in, that's usually the #1 asked question, where are you fishing at? I post all that information over on Patreon for the patrons. My way of saying thank you for them kind of helping out to support the channel and keep me on the water every day. And in return, I provide this information to them. Or if you're going to be somebody that's incoming to my area and you want to fish something similar, well, you can get a report, everything, the conditions that we experienced on this day, what the tide was doing, what the barometric pressure is, the wind, what I'm experiencing out here on the water, everything that I normally don't talk about because it would just take up too much of my video time. I post all of that on Patreon, so definitely worthwhile. And I drop pins and just let the patrons know what's going on out here on the water. Look at that big old horse mullet right there, 18-incher. I'll give you all a quick update. I've already reached the turnaround point and I'm doubling back, making my way to the ramp using a different lure, giving them a different look. We've actually got something that closely resembles the finger-sized mullet that's swimming around the grass, and I'm hoping that we will be able to cash in on one more fish. But in the event that we don't, I think that's going to do it for this video. Yeah, these days, which I consider the dog days of summer, July, August time frame, it's almost mid-August right now. They are truly humbling. As a fisherman, this is my profession, this is what I do for a living. Oh man, these days right here will test your patience, and you truly have to consider yourself blessed being able to come away with any kind of keeper that you do, especially whenever you're using artificials, because the fish, they have their choice of actual bait to chase after. And the fact that you can make them chase after a lure and get them to bite and then hold on through the hook set and then into the net, well, consider yourself blessed, which is what I do today. I'm going to continue fishing my way back to the ramp, as I said, and hopefully we'll have another catch to throw in the mix. But in the event that we don't, that's it for this one, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers that you could actually watch, but the simple fact that you're watching me fish and you sticked with me to the end of the video, that just lets me know that you're a part of my core audience, and I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, tight lines, y'all.